It's Steve from Machete Squad. I know it's you, motherfucker.
Beat up, bum, bum, running through the night we come. Beat up, bum, bum, follow if you want me one.
You can find me on a skyline, stomp my feet and I go bye-bye. Floating through the elevator of my mind's eye, I'm fine. Feeling dizzy like a rascal, baby, I'm grime. And if you wanna square up, then I am Einstein. Taking gravity bongs back at high times. Find me on a weeknight, middle of a street fight. Smoking on a peace pipe, trying to get my teeth fixed, right? I'm to make it the A's, breaking records of pace. And I need another win like the devil needs a fireplace. Smoking in the back room, sitting in the black tomb, screaming in the quiet place, hoping they'll come back soon. Fuck it, man, I'm tired, mate. It's really pretty pointless when you're sitting at a higher rate. Looking for a hideaway, smoke some and hibernate. I am great.
Beat up, bum, bum, running through the night we come. Beat up, bum, bum, follow if you want me one. Want me one. Beat up, bum, bum, running through the night we come. Beat up, follow if you want me.
Chinese girlfriend, you took your love away from me and went back to China. Chinese girlfriend, wait, we'll never be together.
What's up, guys? Good morning. How are we doing this morning? We're back here with more Cyraxx nonsense. Cyraxx is still reeling from his breakup with Cassandra. The love of his life tore his heart out, and now he's going through all the stages of grief, depression, anger, bargaining. Denial. It doesn't matter. He's going through all the stages because he's an upset little boy. He's an upset little boy. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. Anyways, he hasn't got to acceptance yet. He hasn't quite gotten to acceptance yet, but he is on the bargaining stage where he thinks he's gonna foist his half of the worthless record label off on William. Either William can give him Cassandra's half for free, or William can pay him $25,000 for his half of a worthless record label that's done absolutely nothing in the 3 days it's been incorporated, or less, possibly less. And then he made another video, a very long one, complaining about how Cassie wronged him in the anger stage of his grief, angry that Cassandra would leave him, and trying to tell her why she should be staying with him because he was so good to her. You know, the master manipulator Cyraxx says he really thinks he can manipulate people into being with him. He can make them feel sorry enough that they'll be with him. He'll make them feel guilty enough about the way they broke up with him that they'll be with him. Whatever he can think of, any reason that they can have to be forced to be with him, despite them choosing not to anymore. So we got some Cyraxx videos to watch, guys. As always, here's a fly, and let's start with Cyraxx trying to foist half of his worthless company off on William.
Alright, so this video ain't gonna be very long.
You know, normally when people say that, it's like a minute and a half, but for Cyraxx, it's a 10-minute video. Whining for 10 minutes is a very short video for Cyraxx.
I am making this official statement right here and now. As co-owner of Beautiful Trauma Inc.
Yes, as co-owner of a record label he created 2 days ago with a girl he met 2 weeks ago, he's totally got a very real business proposition for the real trolls who definitely really want to be in charge of this very real, very serious record label. I know.
To William Glory Hole, aka the owner of WMFG, whatever. You need to listen to what I...
As a funny funny point. Even in his fantasy world, he can't even own his own company. He's got to be the assistant manager of his company.
I'm saying very carefully. I know that Cassandra sold you her half of our company. I already know that she did that.
Yeah, he knows that because that's obviously something that happened. And therefore, Cyraxx feels like he's going to miss out on big money if he doesn't try to hoist off his half of the very, very worthwhile record company he started.
Now, how she did it, I don't know. But I am going to say this.
He doesn't know, but it's still very real, guys.
That legally, you have to either sell me back the other 50%.
Yeah, legally, you have to sell him half of his company back or pay him a lot of money for his half. Legally, Cyraxx, the legal genius here, said legally, you gotta buy half my company now.
Or, I am willing to sell you my 50%.
So Cyraxx's deal here is that either William can give him half of his company for free, or William can buy half of the company from Cyraxx for $25,000. He really thinks this is a strong position to negotiate from.
Because I do not want to be associated with you.
Yeah.
Or WMFG, whatever. I want nothing to do with any of that.
Yeah, forever finding some way to get rich off of doing literally nothing. Now he wants $25,000 for a record label that has done absolutely nothing, has no artist signed, has no anything, but somehow is now worth $25,000 to Cyraxx because he's a grown-up. 5 from Blue. This super chat is worth more than his company. That's very true. It's worth like 5-10 times as much as his company, guys.
I want absolutely nothing to do with WMFG.
Yeah, art of the deal,
and
guys.
by me stating this, you legally are obligated to either hand back over the 50% to me.
Yeah, because Cyraxx said something. You're legally obligated to give him half of something, or give him something that you own, or pay him a whole bunch of money for something that he owes. It is legal because he said it. He said a statement. He said a statement. Now you're legally obligated to give him thousands and thousands of dollars.
Or, if you want to, I am willing to sell you my 50%. I am willing to sell you my 50% for a price. And it's not going to be no little $5. No, it's going to be a high price. And you are going to pay it.
It's going to be a very high price because Cyraxx values this absolutely worthless company very highly. Very, very highly, guys.
If I sell it to you. Because I want nothing to do with WMFG Records, WMFG Studios, anything to do with the three of you, I want nothing to do with. I want absolutely nothing to do with that at all whatsoever. I want nothing to do with that at all.
It really is. Yeah.
So
really, any way he can come up with in life to get paid for having done and doing absolutely nothing. It's his end goal of his entire life is to get a whole bunch of money for doing literally nothing.
By law, here's what's going to happen. You are either going to sell me your 50% or I am going to sell you mine.
Sell you his 50%, Cyraxx, with what money that you have to pay for it. You say it's a very, very high price, but you don't have a high price to pay for your half of the company. What are you talking about?
And I'm willing to sell you my...
And considering Cyraxx just said that this is now legally binding, I feel like William should just choose the option that Cyraxx will buy his half from William, and therefore the high price that he stated, $25,000, is how much he owes William, as he said is a legally binding contract. And William's going to choose the option to have Cyraxx pay $25,000 for his company.
50%, but it's not going to come cheap. But it will come with a bonus. And that bonus is this. If and I'm doing if
I know.
I were to sell you my 50%, you would get the rights to the logo.
Oh, you get an AI generated logo with it. He's really sweetening the deal. For your $25,000, you get an AI generated logo that took Cyraxx 20 minutes on ChatGPT. Aren't you excited? 2 from Wilson. Here's my 50% of nothing. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You would get the rights to the company itself. My name would no longer be attached to it. But you would also get
Take the deal,
certain
William.
things with that as a bonus. Like, I would hand you over, the channel that me and Cassandra used to run.
Oh boy! He'd also get the 200 subscriber failed couples channel from Cyraxx. Isn't that so sweet? How could William possibly turn that down? He'd get the Phoenix and Angel couple channel for Cyraxx. Ooh, aren't you excited, William? It's totally gonna be worth all the money, all the $25,000. 2 from Mike. Skipping work to watch this today. Hi, Steve. I skipped work to do this today. I literally call out of work to do this because it's more important than real life. And we have a cash app from Sloth. He says, for the Rax tax. I appreciate that, Sloth. Oh, sorry. It says for SFMS Records, also Rax tax for Steve. Appreciate that. Thank you. Anyways, moving on.
Where there's a lot of content on there that's unreleased. Because there is a lot of unreleased content on that channel.
So there's unlisted videos on the couples channel. Do you think it's actually anything interesting, or a bunch of panels with Cyraxx and the girl and maybe some of their weird friends hanging out, cooling out, chilling out, doing their thing, being really cool, that he thinks anyone wants to see, as if that's not the most irritating, annoying content we would ever see from him?
There's actually quite a bit.
I'm sure there is.
So you would not only be walking away with my company, you'd be walking away with my channel itself that I started, email and everything, clean and clear. But Chance Wilkins, the main
he acts like a failed couples channel with a couple hundred subscribers, an AI generated logo, and a record company that exists for 3 days and has no artists and no work to sell, is worth $25,000. This is what this delusional little boy, he wants to scrape something out of this whole ordeal with Cassandra, where he's left with absolutely nothing once again. Just another overgrown child living in his grandma's attic with no life plans, no job, no money. He's trying to scrape anything, any W out of the situation he could try to find.
Founder of Beautiful Trauma Inc. I want nothing more to do with William Glory Hole. I want nothing more to do with Southern Harlot or John. I want nothing to do with WMFG at all whatsoever. This does not need to go to court. We can settle it right here now.
Cyraxx, you spend all your life telling people you're going to take them to court, and as soon as you think there's any chance that things won't always go your way, we don't have to take it to court, just pay me $25,000 right now and it'll all be over. What are you talking about?
I'm willing to give you my half of the company.
Go to court.
Or more or less sell it to you. And I am going to state this right now. I am willing to sell you my half of the company because I know you guys make money. I'm willing to sell you.
Just desperate to get his hands on money for doing absolutely nothing. That is Cyraxx's life goal. Get his hands on other people's money for doing absolutely nothing.
Give me money. Me. Money now. Me a money needing a lot now.
Exactly, Charlie's mom.
I have the company for $25,000. You give me that 25 grand and it's yours clean and clear. All you would have to do is send me your email.
He does have no idea what numbers are. He just picks what he thinks is a large amount, enough for him to buy all his hopes and dreams, and just assumes that's a fair price. I don't even think, if this was a successful record label, he would be way underselling himself. And the fact that it's not successful means he's way overselling it. There's no world where anyone would ever pay $25,000 for a record label. You just start your own if you got $25,000 to spend on a record label. You know what I mean?
Email, and I could transfer everything over. But I do not want to be associated with WMFG Records, WMFG anything. I do not want to be associated with that. So here's how it's going to go down. You are either going to buy me out and I sell you my half of the company for 25 grand.
He really thinks he has a strong negotiating position as he sits here in his grandma's attic, untalented, uneducated, unemployed, everything. He thinks he has a very strong negotiating position here to say, well, you got to buy my company for thousands and thousands of dollars.
And as a bonus, you get
true.
the channel that me and Cassandra used to run. Or I simply buy out your half of the company. Because I am 50% co-owner, therefore I have the right to do that.
Buy it out with $0. He thinks he can just take it back for $0, despite here saying that his half is worth $25,000. He thinks he can say, well, if you don't give me $25,000, I'm just going to take my ball and go home for free. He thinks that's how the business world works.
But as I said, it's either you hand over your half to me and let me walk away, or I straight out sell you my half. Or you just straight out hand over your half to me clean and clear.
It's an amazing negotiation position. I don't think I've ever heard someone try to negotiate from a position of less power and act like they have all the power in the world. You give me everything I want for free, or you pay me $25,000. What is the side where William benefits from this deal at all? He's just a ridiculous, overgrown child.
Either way, I do not want to be associated with you.
Why would he?
I have no interest in being connected
The art of the
to
deal.
whatever bullshit you guys got going on. I want absolutely nothing to do with William Glory Hole, Southern Harlot, or John. I have absolutely no wants or need.
Yeah, because of all the work that Cyraxx put in and did to make this company successful. Yeah, it was Cassandra's half that was useless, not Cyraxx's.
To be associated with you guys. You guys are evil. You are very disgusting. You are very f***ed up. And I want no part of it. I want absolutely no part of what you guys are doing.
Up $1 on Rumble from MA. Says, can I get an oh god. Yeah, Cyraxx really stepped in it again, guys.
Oh god. I want zero connection to you guys at all. And no, I'm not going to sit there and dance for you or do any of that. That's not going to happen. No. It's either you're going to sell me your half of the company.
Yeah, he's not gonna kowtow to your ridiculous demands. This is a serious business negotiation. So pay him $25,000 for a worthless record label. This is a serious negotiation, guys.
Company, or I'm going to sell you mine.
Yeah, the Goblin of Wall Street.
So take your pick. What's it gonna be? Are you gonna sell me your guys' half of the company back?
Stop saying sell, Cyraxx, because you want them to give it to you for free. Sell is the wrong word here. You want them to give it to you for free or give you a lot of money for, I don't even know what you'd be giving them. They'll log into a YouTube channel. It's an amazing deal for $25,000.
Or am I gonna sell you mine? You guys have 24 hours to respond. Because if you do not, I will consider that a breach, as you did not give me a response.
Remember yesterday he said they had 24 hours to respond to paying him all the money to use his content, and he suddenly forgot about all that, and now it's 24 hours to talk about paying him for his record label. It's always about Cyraxx wanting people to pay him money for doing absolutely nothing. That is Cyraxx's life goal, is to find a way that the world pays him while he does absolutely nothing.
So legally, you are bounded to give me a response within the next 24 hours.
Yeah, legally you're bounded to because he said so, and he's a special little boy. So legally, because he said you have to give him an answer, you have to give him an answer. It's a legal contract.
By video. Not no live stream, not any of that, but a video of all three of you together, or however you want to do it.
That is how legal requests work. You gotta make a video because he demands you do. You have to do it within 24 hours, and you gotta get all your friends to be there with you because some overgrown weird child in his grandma's attic tells you you have to.
You have to make a video like I'm doing now, showing your faces, or however you want to do it. I need a video stating
Really wants them to show their faces so he can finally make fun of how they look. That's all he has ever wanted, was to finally see all these people's faces so he can make fun of how they look because they've said mean things to him in the past.
that you want me to hand over my half, or you're going to hand me over your half. Because I do not want to be connected to you at all whatsoever. So take your pick. You have 20.
I'm surprised he hasn't made a video calling out the leaping lemur yet, but he is a little bit occupied right now.
4 hours to respond. Otherwise, I can and will consider that a breach.
And then what? A breach, and then the agreement doesn't happen? The agreement where you're trying to tell them they had to pay you money? What happens if they breach this contract that you've laid out? Nothing? Ridiculous child.
Of what's going on, which will then inherently,
he doesn't even know what inherently means, and he doesn't even know where he's going from that. 99 cents from Chance. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
cause a lot of problems that none of us need. So as I stated, you have 24 hours to respond. You have until this time tomorrow night to respond.
So a breach, and then nothing happens. So a breach because Cyraxx says a breach. The only breaches Cyraxx has ever seen.
Oh, God.
Yes, exactly. Oh, God.
It's either I'm going to sell you my half, or you're going to give me your half.
Either I'm going to sell you my half, or you're going to give me your half. Cyraxx, the master of the fair trade. The master of the fair trade here.
You got 24 hours to respond.
And the Xbox turns on. Alright, well that was Cyraxx's first video demanding people pay him thousands and thousands of dollars for a worthless record label. He's got a very strong negotiating position. We'll see how that works out for him. But he couldn't wait. He couldn't wait to see how people answered. He had to continue. He had to continue whining. He made a nice long video whining. Up 5 from Rabid. If you learned all this crap from Legal Shield, it's the absolute worst commercial for them ever. Yeah, it absolutely is. God help me if they're helping him make plans and this is what they've come up with. But anyway, so he made another video whining about Cassandra breaking up with him. He was whining about Cassandra breaking up with him. It's the worst thing in the world, so he wanted to try and guilt her and manipulate her and make her feel bad to the point where she got back together with him, you know, like mature adults usually do. Up 2 from Firefox. Half of what? Half of the worthless record label. Didn't you hear? Half of the worthless record label with no art, no work, just an AI logo and a crappy couples channel. That's what he was going to get half of. Apparently he already owns half of it. He was only going to get the other half. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Cyraxx made a video crying about Cassandra, begging her to take him back, trying to manipulate and twist her arm into coming back and being with the little boy, as he always does every time a girl breaks up with him. So let's check out that one, guys. Yeah, he does. He absolutely does. As a respectful military brat does.
I'm going to say this once. I'm going to say this very clear. And I mean very clear.
Yeah, this time he's going to be very clear as he mumbles in the middle of the night in his grandma's attic.
I'm done playing nice. Y'all stupid want to sit there and rip everything away from me?
Yes, everything away from Cyraxx is the girl he met on Discord 2 weeks ago that he had never met in real life, that he had totally planned to get married to sometime in the next year and run off and start a real adult relationship. That was everything to Cyraxx. That was the only thing he has in his entire life. That and an Xbox.
Okay. We can play that game. Only difference is, you guys may have invented the game of being lowlifes
Yeah, I do too.
and playing dirty, but I perfected it.
Yeah, he perfected it. We know Cyraxx loves to play dirty. Two from Faustmeth. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. Exactly, guys. It's a sad, sad love story. And, whoop, on everything's moving. 400 huffs from, Miseru. Steve, if you don't pay me $1 million, then I pay Rex tax. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Rex tax is always appreciated, guys.
And to Cassandra, I'm sure you're gonna see this. I don't know what the
Are you
f- they put in
serious?
your goddamn
He already changed his profile pic and he's with another girl. Jesus Christ, Cyraxx. Be more ridiculous. Just bounce from fake girlfriend to fake girlfriend over and over and over. It's unbelievable. Two of them, Faust. I'm the perfect lowlife. Yes, yes he is. Yes, he absolutely is. Perfect.
head, but I'm not cheating on you. All that shit they're sending you is false. And I know you're seeing this too, Cassandra. I know you see it. My question to you, Cassandra, is this. Why are you being so blind to the truth? I mean, I spent every...
Yeah, Cyraxx, the known harbinger of the truth. Usually things coming out of Cyraxx's mouth are usually very true. 5 from Bloody Blade. For you, Steve, Happy New Year's, everyone. Yeah, Happy New Year's, everyone. New Year's is right around the corner, guys. We're all going to be having a wonderful New Year's. Cyraxx will be missing his kiss from his love, Cassandra, on New Year's as the ball drops.
Waking minute with you. I spent time with you when you're at work.
Oh, this is great. This is great. So he's gonna explain why how he sat in his attic making this girl talk to him on FaceTime and Discord and whatever apps to chat with literally every second of the day. And he wonders why she's kind of sick of him. I mean, why would anyone get sick of having to talk to Cyraxx 24/7? You even have to sit there on voice call while you're sleeping so Cyraxx can watch you sleep. And he doesn't understand why someone would get sick of that.
You text me whenever you can. And then I spend time with you when you get home. So how can I possibly cheat? We literally spend every waking minute together.
And he doesn't even know her in real life. They've never met face to face. She has to spend all this time on her devices using her internet. It's horrible. 5 from Zigga. Get more creative. The fake girlfriends make him happy. Stop it. I agree 100%. The fake girlfriends just need to stop, for God's sake. And $1 on Rumble from Zeratix. Great Christmas present where Cassandra breaks up with him. Yeah, it was a delayed Christmas present, but it was a good one.
So how can I possibly cheat? Like, seriously. How? When you're asleep, I'm asleep. When you're awake, I'm awake. When you're at work, I'm texting you. When you're
at work, he's sitting there texting you all day. Even when you're sitting there trying to decorate cakes for a very low wage for 8 hours, just trying to scrape away a living in this horrid society, you gotta sit there with Cyraxx texting you the entire time. And you wonder why he pushes people away.
home, we're FaceTiming each other.
Yeah.
So Make that make sense, Cassandra. Think about it. How can I be cheating on you when we spend every waking minute together?
Every waking minute together, despite the fact he's never met her in real life. Could you imagine someone as needy as Cyraxx just on your phone, on your Discord, all day long? No relief. Him just smothering you with his affection. It would be horrible.
Now, make that make sense.
I can't believe it either.
And that's the problem with you. You sit there and you take from people and you victimize people for what? For your own selfish gain, money, power. Then you go.
That's a very interesting point. I never really thought of. But yeah, the other day he very specifically said, I have 2 text now numbers. It's almost like he's a little sneak who's trying to hide what he's doing and always does.
Yourselves. You know, you think you guys are gonna ruin my life for the rest of my life, but you're not.
No, just most of it, and like for most of it.
See, that's the thing that you guys fail to realize. You guys stand to lose a lot. I stand to lose nothing.
Which is not really the gotcha, because you're saying it because you have nothing. You're an unemployed, broke, overgrown child living in your grandma's attic. The last time you got anything worthwhile, you immediately bought toys with it. So now the only thing in your possession that's worth anything is an Xbox. So yeah, you don't have anything to lose. But it's not really a gotcha, I'm coming from power. It's just you have nothing to lose because you have nothing. Because you don't spend your money well. Because you're ridiculous. You're a child. You're not responsible.
Oh, and Cassandra, I didn't want to go this route. I really didn't. But I am going to tell you this right here and now.
He didn't want to go that route, but he's going to go the same route he's gone with every single one of his ex-girlfriends and try to manipulate and guilt them into wanting to be with him, despite the fact they clearly told him, no, I'm done, Cyraxx. But definitely, he doesn't want to go this route. 2 from Zigga. Would be great if Williams sold his share for his Xbox. That would be funny. That would be really funny if Williams said, I'll give you your share back, but you have to give me the Xbox. It would show what Cyraxx really cares about, because he just wouldn't give up the Xbox. Show he doesn't actually care about this stupid record label. He was just trying to get money for it, because he thought he'd get free money.
Now you need to get a hold of me. Reason being, because I have information on your family that you don't want out there.
So again, Cyraxx attempts to manipulate and guilt someone into being with him. Something that most people who are over the age of 14 realize is underhanded, wrong, and will never result in someone loving you. It's just trying to manipulate someone into liking you will not result in them liking you. It's just manipulating someone into doing what you want. But Cyraxx doesn't understand that. He thinks he can just try to manipulate this woman into loving him.
And if you do not get a hold of me and reach out to me, I may have no choice but to release it because of what you're doing and how you're acting. You gave away your portion of mine and yours company to a bunch of trolls that are out to use people and victimize people like a. So I'm telling you right now, Cassandra, if you do not get a hold of me.
And again, Cyraxx decides that whatever dirty, low, underhanded things he can do are fine because he's decided he has a good reason to. Well, you want to break up with me? Well, I really don't want you to. Therefore, I'm going to try and guilt you and manipulate you into staying with me, no matter how dirty and underhanded it may be. As he always tells people what a good guy he is. This is how the good guy, who you don't see how he really acts when he's behind closed doors, is a good guy. 2 from Mihono. Even Twilight was a better love story than this. Yeah, I agree. Almost every story was a better love story than this.
And sit down and actually have a conversation.
20 knock from Martini. Same shirt as the proposal. Guy never changed. Of course he doesn't. He doesn't change his shirt unless it's a special occasion, like spring cleaning.
Show me face to face. And besides, it's only fair after what you did to me. After you sat there and gave away the company that I built for me and you.
And again, Cyraxx, like an overgrown child, thinks it's not only okay and appropriate, but reasonable to sit here and say to someone who said, I don't want to be with you anymore, this relationship is over. Well, TS for you, I have a good reason why you have to continue talking to me. You have to continue talking to me despite your objections, because I've decided you have to, because I can't handle breaking up with you like a mature adult would do. And he really just believes that this will result in love. This will result in love and a forever relationship. Yeah, probably.
So that you wouldn't have to worry about having money for the rest of your life? I did that for you, you I built that company for you.
Yeah, he built that company. You know, the company he started 3 days ago with the help of Legal Shield? He put all the work into that for 3 days. For Cassandra, how could she possibly turn him down now? 2 from Ham and Egger, because I love your captions. Rex Tax. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. And 10 from RW Owens. Hey, I made a live. Hope you're doing well, Steve. You suck, Cyraxx. Well, I don't know. Oh, there's a comma there. Yes, he does. Anyways, thank you for that. I appreciate that. 5 from Ace. You called it. You said he was gonna be on next day to trash. Oh, you said he was gonna be on the next day to trash his ex. So predictable. Shaking my head. Yeah, I told you, it's pretty predictable with Cyraxx. It's pretty predictable these days. Of course, he was gonna come back and do this, and then later today he'll either do a video telling William to leave him alone, or a video retiring from the internet. And if he does a video telling William to leave him alone, he'll make a video later tonight retiring from the internet, because that's what he does.
For us, I built that for us.
Built it for us. I mean, he didn't get a job or do anything useful, but he created a terrible record label and a YouTube channel with an AI logo, and he built it for us. It was for him and Cassandra. So much hard work that he put into literally nothing. Yeah, most likely.
You know, it's fucked up. I built up something for me and you to be proud of. And yet you spit in my face. I do think
she spits in his face by wanting to break up with him after she found out he's been cheating on her. The self-centered little monster just jumps over the fact that he got caught doing something disrespectful to his beloved and said, how dare you do this to me? You broke up with me. You're the monster. Cyraxx, she broke up with you because of what you did. Don't you remember that?
It's for you I would never do for anyone.
Yeah, 100% a real company.
And you take it for granted. I bend over backwards for you. I fight for you.
Are you serious?
I go above handle and I defend you.
Hold on, let me check.
Multiple times.
Of course he is.
Even though my gut told me not to, I still went out there regardless.
So of course Steve is right. It wasn't William, it's John. He's now currently live whining about John. So we'll be back later this afternoon to watch what Cyraxx has to say about John now before he quits and retires from the internet later tonight. Jesus Christ. It's just so predictable.
And I fought. And I did that for you.
Yeah, I know. If I didn't take today off, I would have been live for like 6 hours later tonight trying to cover everything he has to whine about.
I did that for you, Cassandra. I did that for you. Went out of my way, bent over backwards for you.
He has not left his attic in 3 years. All he did was make a YouTube channel and an AI logo for a fake record label that has no business. And he claims he moved heaven and earth for this lady. He's ridiculous. Oh man, he is. So the next video I get from what people are saying in the comments here, or chat here. I'm gonna have to heavily edit that video. That'll be fun. That'll be great fun. Two from Barry. Cyraxx needs to be in the new Hills Have Eyes movies. Yes, he could be a very big star one day in the next Hills Have Eyes movie.
You know, Cassandra, you're just like the rest of them. A stuck-up bitch that don't give a fuck about anybody but her self. You know, the thing that...
Cyraxx accusing someone else of only caring about their self is the height of irony, considering he got $700 a couple weeks ago after complaining for weeks and weeks and months about how broke their family is, they can barely afford rent, and he immediately spent it all on an Xbox for himself, and he turns around and calls other people selfish. You're selfish. You're selfish. What it means when Cyraxx calls people selfish is you're not doing everything he wants for him every time he snaps his fingers. So you're being selfish right now.
Me up. You swore to me on your life that you wouldn't hurt me. That you wouldn't leave no matter what. That you wouldn't believe their lies.
Yeah, because he's not allowed to accept electronics anymore because the last one that tripped the circuits. So now he's back to just begging people straight up for the money and then spending it immediately on toys, proving that if he even had money, he would never give even a cent to Sally because he's a selfish little monster.
And yeah, you did everything on the checklist to do just that. You believed everything.
Yeah.
You left me when I needed you most. Went against your word.
He's like a cartoon character, like Michael Scott in The Office. Well, you promised you'd never cheat on me. You promised you'd never leave me, Cassandra. And look, you're leaving me. We had a verbal contract. You can't do that. Ridiculous. Yeah, I agree.
When I have done nothing but be loyal to you. Stand by your side when no one else did. When everybody else doubted you were real, I'm the one that stood by you.
And she wasn't ever real, Cyraxx. She was just another troll catfish leading you on down this path so you'd make another whining video crying about the girl who broke your heart. And you're sitting here going, I knew you were real and you broke my heart. And you don't even see it. Happens to you so many times every year and you still don't see it.
When everyone else said you were a troll, I took up for you.
Yeah, basically.
When everyone else said that you weren't nothing but a low-life troll,
he can't even concentrate on whining. He's got such a what do you call it when you're easily distracted? I don't know, but yeah, he's just so easily distracted.
Whenever everyone else, all of our friends, said that you were a troll.
Literally everyone around him told him she's a troll, and he goes, no, she's not a troll, and he still hasn't clicked in his head that she was always a troll, just making him look foolish.
I stood up for you. I took up for you and told them, no, you're not one. You owe me some. answers, Cassandra. You owe me an explanation.
Yeah, no one has a right to do that, but Cyraxx thinks he does because he comes up with a reason, much like a child, where he can force everyone in the world to do whatever he wants, no matter how much they object or tell him they don't want to, or say, I don't want to be near you anymore. He thinks he can make up reasons to manipulate people into being forced to being his friend. Because like I've said before, he spent so much time in high school getting babied by all the teachers, being as annoying as possible, and then when everybody would clap back at him, he'd run to the teachers and be like, they're being mean to me for no reason. They're just doing this because of how I look. And the teachers would come over and be like, well, clearly this is happening. And they tell the other kids, you gotta be nice to Cyraxx. It's not his fault. And everybody would have to play nice with Cyraxx for the rest of the day. And he really believes that the world will work like that. He can just tell people, you're being too mean to me, you have to be forced to be my friend, and I'm gonna list the reasons why, because he's ridiculous.
The rest of the guys, we showed you the
Yeah, he did.
proof on Facebook. We showed you they were playing you for a fool. What? No.
Look at that, the respectful army brat. This was recorded at like 3 in the morning. His 70-something-year-old grandmother calls up to him and says, lower your voice. Obviously, the most someone could ever ask out of this boy at 3 in the morning, and he just says, no, I will not. This is the respectful army brat who talks about being raised with respect his entire life.
They played you for a fool, Cassandra. They played you for a goddamn fool.
Up 100 knocks from Asmeow. I wonder if Sally saw the body cams where Sally said he was special needs. Well, I mean, she lived it and she knows he's special needs. That wouldn't really be a revelation.
And I hate to tell you this, Cassandra, but your mom's a for believing these bullshit lies that William and Southern fed her.
And so now he's attacking the girl's mother. Another good way to make her enamored with Cyraxx as a man. Yeah, I agree.
You know they're liars, Cassandra. You know they lie. You know they make up shit. So why believe the bullshit? Why believe the lie? Unless you yourself...
He lowers it temporarily for a couple minutes and then he works himself up to where he's yelling again. Even if he tried to keep it down, he wouldn't be able to. He can't control himself.
We're a troll. Why believe the lies unless you yourself were a goddamn troll?
Gee, Cyraxx, I wonder why. Maybe because she's a troll. Maybe because every girl who says, yeah, I really want to be your girlfriend, Cyraxx, is a troll. Because of all the obvious reasons why a girl would never choose to be the girlfriend of a 35-year-old man who still lives in his grandma's attic and has never had a job in his entire life. And you still can't see it when they go, oh no, I'm a pretty girl and I want to be your girlfriend. You go, oh sweet, you're my fiance now.
That played me the entire time. And if that is the case, Cassandra, I am going to expose you. If that is the case. Because let me tell you, Cassandra, I told you that I never even told my own family members.
Yeah, Quick went out in real life many times to actually meet people. Even though it went terribly almost every time, he actually tried. Cyraxx thinks he's somehow going to find the love of his life sitting in his grandma's attic every day.
I never even told my closest friends.
Up, two from the marker. You owe me an explanation, Kira. I mean Cassandra. Yeah, he gave this speech to Kira, to Taylor, to literally every girl he's ever broken up with. He always does this. He thinks he's in an after-school special where this is the real drama of high school life.
People that I grew up with.
Exactly.
People that I
months.
know my entire life since 3rd grade. Yet I chose to tell you. I could have anybody out here I wanted because of my namesake. Because
Yeah, he really believes he could have anybody in the world that he wanted. This is what buddy trolls and buddy troll girlfriends have done to Cyraxx. He sits here, unemployed, $0, 35 years old, not even a high school diploma, sitting in his grandma's attic every day of his life and thinks he can just go out and get any woman in the world. Any woman in the world wants to have to take care of Cyraxx, clean up after him, make him hot pockets, and tell him he's a good boy every day. There are women lining up to do that.
of who I am. But yet I chose to be with you. I could have any girl that I wanted. Do you know how many people, how many girls would have lined up to be with me right now?
If that's the case, Cyraxx, why are you whining? You were with this girl for 2 weeks. If I was with someone for 2 weeks and they broke up with me and I had a line of people out the door waiting to be with me, I wouldn't really care that much. But for some reason, you're gonna act like anyways, it doesn't matter.
How many girls I have in my inbox wanting to actually wanting me to give them a chance? Quite a bit. But you want to know something? I chose you over all of them. Because I saw something in you that I didn't see in them. I saw somebody who was honest, who was decent.
Remember, he got together with Cassandra. Remember, he was with Jackie, then he got with Josie, then he got with Jackie, then he got with Cassandra, then he got with Reese, then he got back together with Cassandra. That's all ridiculous, but she was the special one. She was special. She was the real special one.
Who is a kind-hearted soul at heart.
Yeah, Bruce Wayne.
I chose you because I saw a future with you. I chose you because I believed in you. I chose you because I saw some of myself in you.
I mean, it's like partially trying to manipulate her into feeling bad for dumping him and taking him back, but also partially he's just trying to get his feelings out. He's an overgrown child. He's got big, strong feelings. He doesn't know how to handle them, and instead of internalizing them and working on them like a mature adult, he just wants to sit here and rant and whine and get his feelings out into the air like an overgrown child would do. Yeah, you know exactly what part of himself he saw in her. That's all I'm gonna say.
I saw some of myself in you, Cassandra. You know, when I looked at you, Cassandra, when I look at you, I don't see an evil person. You want to know what I saw from the moment I first started talking to you? You want to know what I saw in you?
You saw pictures you wanted to goon to, Cyraxx. You always act like it's so deep and so special with these women you've known for 2 weeks and you never talked to except over the internet. You saw pictures of a girl you really wanted to goon to, and that was really the beginning and end of it.
I saw somebody that had been through hell and back, just like I have. I saw somebody that went through so much, fought so many battles, and still survived.
Yep.
That's what I saw in you.
No, that's what he saw. He saw someone that he thought would replace Sally, who would make sure he has a place to live, who would make sure he has food every day, would make sure he's happy, and just being a special little boy on YouTube while he lives in his fantasy world. That's what he saw in her, and it's all being ripped away from him, and he wants to ask her, why would she do that to him? It really does. It really does.
And you didn't just hurt me. No, you didn't just hurt me. You hurt Mom, who saw you as a daughter.
You hurt Sally, who saw her as a daughter. I'm sure Sally is very broken up that one of Cyraxx's ridiculous online girlfriends left him again. I'm sure Sally didn't 100% see this coming from the second you waddled downstairs. Like, Mom, I have a fiance I met online again. She goes, okay, Cyraxx, let me know how that goes. Mom! She thinks you was a mom to her. Okay, Cyraxx, good for you. Go back upstairs. Mom! My fiance broke up with me. Okay, Cyraxx, go back upstairs. Sure, she was broken up.
Ed, who saw you as a daughter.
Exactly.
All my friends who saw you as family.
Bye from Python Sarah. I hate this Chinese girlfriend buddy troll shit. They need to stop so he can feel the reality burn up his delusions. I agree. She's not Chinese girlfriend. That's just the song I'm using. She's just a normal person. Well, I'm sorry, that was wrong. She's just a white person. She's not a Chinese person.
Matt, Trent, Coda, Jason, Clint, everyone. They all saw you as family. They took you
That's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life, what Steve just said.
in as their own. Mom took you in as her daughter. Ed took you in as his stepdaughter. And me, I took you in as my fiance, my soon-to-be wife.
They took her in, despite the fact that Cyraxx still had never met this girl in real life, and that she was literally going to have to take Cyraxx in, because obviously Sally wasn't going to take another woman in there to feed and take care of. But no, they took her in. They took him into her heart. Took her into his heart, guys. Into his heart. How dare she? How dare she? The little boy has big feelings. 5 from Teutonic Chronic. Sally, keep it down. Rax, no. Rax, 5 minutes later. Think of Sally's feelings. Exactly. He cares about Sally so much he won't even quiet down in the middle of the night when she politely asks him to.
And I said that I have told you so many times that I considered you my wife. Even though we aren't officially married, I always considered you my wife, and I treated you as such.
He considered her his wife. This woman he had never met in person. He considered her his wife.
I treated you with the utmost love and respect that I've ever shown anyone.
Yeah, not a flex. Really not.
And yet you choose to walk away.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. She's definitely going to see this video and go, no, that's the man. That's the man I want to spend the rest of my life with. This man proving what a strong, tough man he is.
After everything I did for you, all those battles I fought for you, all those times I went to bat for you, all those times that I took up for you when everybody else said you were a troll.
Exactly.
Every time John called, I called him back and I him out right there in front of you. All those times.
That is the height of Cyraxx doing anything for anyone. Not actually doing anything for anyone, not providing anything for anyone, not making money and making people's lives easier. Is if someone needs a call so Cyraxx can rage out, Cyraxx can do that. That's his job. Cyraxx can rage out anytime you need. He's a big man who can rage out whenever you want. It's amazing. Human Faust, these frumpy Vimbos need to stop tapping the glass. They do. They really do. They absolutely do.
I went on panel and I defended you.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's sad for himself. He's not actually sad because of this relationship ending. He's sad because of how this is going to affect his life and his happiness and what he thought he was going to get in the future. It's not like he had any plans to take care of this woman and raise a family that he would also take care of and be a big man making money and just standing at the top of a family that he's providing all the resources for. He's sad because he doesn't have a woman who's going to pay for his apartment and feed him Hot Pockets every day while he's a famous YouTuber.
All those times I had your back. All those times I stayed up with you at night while you were bawling.
I got bad news for you, Duty. It looks like he may have already found a new girlfriend. He may have already found a new girlfriend. So, you know, just it is what it is.
Your eyes out because you were scared. That night after John didn't have his people do what they did to you, I saw you bawling your eyes out, and that tore me apart. That broke me. As a human and as a man, that broke me. Because I couldn't be there to save the woman that I love.
I mean, you could be with your woman if you were an adult who could leave the house whenever you want, but you're an overgrown child and your grandma put child locks on the front door, so you have to sit there and yell at people on panel like a child would do because it's 3 a.m. and you can't go outside.
From being gone after. That broke me. That broke me in ways that you can never imagine.
Yeah. That is the height of Cyraxx being there for anyone. Anytime he ever makes one of these videos going, I was there for you, I did so much for you, and when he lists out what he did, it's always, I was talking to you on the phone or on Discord, we were chatting. Didn't that make your life so much better? Didn't that make your life so much better having to deal with Cyraxx on Discord whining 24/7?
All those times I stayed up with you on the phone listening to you cry. Telling you that it's gonna be okay.
Man, if Cyraxx told me it was gonna be okay, I would know 100% for sure, for a fact, that it would absolutely not be okay. If Cyraxx ever told me it's gonna be okay, I would know for sure it's not gonna be okay.
Listening to you bawl your eyes out until you fell asleep. Letting you know that I am here for you. And that I have got your back. All those times. All those times of staying up late at night talking.
Staying up late at night talking. Remember, she actually had a real job that she had to go to. Unlike Cyraxx, who can stay up till 5 a.m. whining and then sleep till 2 or 3 in the afternoon and go about his day. Unlike people who actually have to report to work, but she had to sit there all hours of the night and listen to Cyraxx whine. And he wonders why she doesn't want to be with him anymore.
You act like every moment that we spent together meant nothing to me. But every moment we spent together meant everything to me, Cassandra. And I mean everything.
Yeah, she was. Everything's moving. 2 from Edward. Sad violins. Just all the sad violins in Akron are playing for the sad little boy Cyraxx.
Every moment that we spent together, everything that we did together, it meant the world to me. It meant everything to me. So I don't understand how you could just up and listen to your mom who's believing a
we have a Cash App from Roy Vaughn. He says, I hate this little effer. That's a go. No, I'm sorry you're dealing with that, Roy. I'm sorry you're dealing with that, Roy. I hope your day gets better. Your New Year's gets better.
Bye. And just throw what we had away. I don't understand how you can sit there and throw what we had away. I don't get it. I don't see how you can be so naive and foolish to believe a lie that's not true.
I don't think it was a lie. I don't think it was a lie. Even if it was a lie, Cyraxx cheats all the time. It's kind of karma for every relationship to end with allegations of cheating, whether he does or not, because he does cheat on literally every woman he's been with. I don't know if it, yeah, whatever. Exactly.
But the one thing I don't understand most of all, Cassandra, is this. You pulled me out of a dark place.
Yeah.
When I needed it most. You pulled me out of a very, very, very dark place.
Oh man, really? Is that what the last he's back with Cassandra? Wow, that's wonderful. More girlfriend arcs from Cyraxx. Oh, I hope not. We'll be excited later when we get to see that, won't we?
All to what? To drop me right back in that dark place? To push me back into hell? To break my heart and soul and spirit so badly?
As if he has a heart. The most heartless man doesn't care about anyone in the world, not even his elderly grandmother that he lives with who does everything for him. We are supposed to believe that he has a heart.
That you threw me back into the darkness, just like so many before you. And that's the one thing that you swore on your life that you would never do.
Yeah, he thinks he's in an anime or an after-school special where it's all about the drama in high school in Akron. Akron High School, I don't know their area code, but Akron High School, very serious drama here.
You swore to me that you would never let me go. You swore to me that you wouldn't push me back into the dark.
Ugh, that's terrible.
Now because of you, Cassandra, I'm back in that dark place.
He says from the attic with the lights off in the middle of the night, purposefully being in a dark place, showing how do you put that? Ironic it is when he says that. He puts himself there and then cries about being there, both actually and metaphorically. 5 from El Tripperino. At this point, he's better off asking the rats and roaches in his room to help fight the trolls. Yes, he is. He absolutely is. And maybe they'll do it for him. Maybe this time they'll do it for him.
And I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate every goddamn minute of it.
The only thing Cyraxx loves more than pretending to be smug and powerful is pretending to be a sad little boy who's a victim of everyone. So you know he absolutely loves this, even though he sits here crying, that he gets to be a sad little victim of mean people yet again. It's his favorite thing to do.
I wish that you would just come back and pull me out of that dark place and have a conversation with me and work things out.
Yeah, we have.
And tell me what is...
We have heard this exact speech word for word. I wish you would just talk to me. You shouldn't have believed all the trolls. I'm in such a dark place. I did everything for you. These are the exact same words he's said, like word for word, about every other random girl he's met online and claimed he loved. This is just... Cyraxx just says things that he's heard before. They have no meaning behind them. He just thinks this is the appropriate time to say these phrases that he heard on a TV drama before, because he's ridiculous.
Exactly is going on.
Yes, movies, TV, whatever he can
But
watch.
we all know you can't do that.
Mostly cartoons, but yes.
Huh. We all know that William and them can't have you slipping out, can they? Right now, you're their golden child. You're their new play toy. I want to tell you right now, Cassandra, what do you think they're going to do to you when they're done with you? You know what they're going to do? They're going to throw you away. They're going to throw you away like they do everyone else.
Well, so that's a good thing. So that's a good thing because most people don't want to spend their life on the internet. So when they're done with her, they're just going to leave her alone and she can walk away from this forever, which is kind of a good thing. Something you should do, but you're completely unable to do because you want to be on the internet. You want the attention from the internet. You just don't want anyone to dislike you, which is not really a position you can have.
When they're done with you, they're going to throw you away. And me, I tried to protect you from that. I tried to stop that. I tried to save you from that. I tried to protect you from them doing that. So many times I had your back. Even when you didn't see it, I still had your back.
You notice how the entire speech is predicated on stuff he's already done for her, in his head anyways, that she owes him for and therefore can't leave him. Not anything what I will do for you. If you stay with me, I will get a job. I will stop talking to the trolls. I will make your life... Nothing that he's going to do. No promises to be better or do better. Just stuff that he's claiming he's already done, and therefore she has to be with him because of it.
Do you know how many times people talked about you behind your back to me? Let me tell you, it was a lot. And you want to know what I did? I told every one of those people to shut the up and leave you alone because they don't know you. I stood up for you more times than you even know. More times than you can count on both your hands, Cassandra. I stood up for you. I took up for you. I did so much more for you than what you even realize.
Yep.
And let me tell you something. You have no idea how hurt Mom is.
Cyraxx once again has to try to use other people to guilt people into doing what he wants. Well, yeah, it's not even just for me. Hey, you're hurting my mom's feelings, so, come back and be in a relationship with me because my mom's really hurt over it too. This is how mature people deal with their relationships. Different Faust. He is like a drama-addled 11-year-old girl. Gross. Yes, he very much is. He very much is.
My mom, the one that was supposed to be your mother-in-law,
Good God.
I can't even begin to tell you how hurt she is by what you've done.
I guarantee you she does not care after dozens and dozens of girls that Cyraxx totally believed was going to be a fiance, and he came running down to tell Sally, I got a new fiance, and she just doesn't care anymore. Every time he says it, she goes, yeah, okay, and she knows it's another catfish troll girlfriend that's going to make him look foolish, but she doesn't want to have that argument again. So she just lets him believe it. He's live again? God damn it, really?
She is destroyed because she loves you just as much as I do.
Oh my God.
She saw you as her.
Yeah, he's live again, and he's back with Cassandra. He's already back with Cassandra, guys. Can you believe that? He's back with Cassandra. All day he's gonna be, we'll be back in the afternoon to cover it all. I gotta edit it and stuff because of his mouth. But yeah, he's back with Cassandra.
Her daughter, goddammit. She saw you as her daughter. So you not only spit in my face when you left, you spit in hers as well. Mom loved you to death, Cassandra. She really did. She loved you to death.
We're supposed to believe that Sally loved her. Sally doesn't even love you, Cyraxx. Sally doesn't even love you. I doubt she loved her.
She thought the world of you. Just like I did and do.
Oh, his live says not together? I'm sorry, I read that really quick. Let me check again. He says not together. Hold on. It said not together. I thought I said together. Oh, yeah, me and Cassandra are not together. Oh, they're not together. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. That was a quick one, too. They're not together. My mistake. At least, small miracles, they're not together, guys. So good for that. Good to that. 5 from Python Sarah. Back to Chinese girlfriend. Wei Wei isn't so gone away. Well, no, hopefully she is. I guess that I was wrong. I read that too quickly, guys. Sorry about that. Another colossal screw up from Steve. Sorry. Yeah, I am, duty. I am. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I just read that way too quickly.
I did so much for you.
Yeah, that could change any minute. I mean, just because it hasn't changed this second doesn't mean it won't change in another hour. You never know, guys. You never know with Cyraxx, as the crazy world we live in.
I did so much for you. I sacrificed everything for you.
Sacrificed everything. Literally sacrificed nothing because he has nothing. He never has anything. But okay, you sacrificed everything for her, guys. 2 from Edward. It's okay, Steve. We still love you. Well, it's I'm not sure that's the main consensus. Anyways.
I sacrificed a normal life for you.
As if he ever had a chance of living a normal life, like from the get-go, or recently. He threw away a normal life to be with her. What does that even mean? Yeah, it's a state
I
of
said,
grief.
let's jump back on board. For you.
Oh, is that what you mean? Because you wanted to run away 3 times last week, and you didn't, and you just made more content on your couples channel? That was you. Yeah, it's ridiculous. That was him giving up his normal life when he was gonna run away but didn't.
I fought for you. I took up for you. I defended you. And what do you do? What do you do?
You think... God, I don't even want to say this, but it came into my head, so I kind of have to because now I got to make you all think about it too. Do you think that maybe there's a possibility that she kept him... That she was the one keeping him on chat and video calls as much as she could just because she didn't want him to go away and start gooning to her? That's a horrible thought, but it might be a possibility that she was the one keeping him on because she was worried he would go away and do that thing he does, and she just didn't want to even have that happening.
Cassandra, I hope that one day when you see this, when you get older, I hope that you look across the bed at where I should be.
Yeah, this 2-week relationship is gonna haunt her into her 50s. Man, I was with Cyraxx for 2 weeks and I threw it away. Biggest mistake of my life, said no one ever in the world. 2 from Greasy Programmer. When has talking stopped him from gooning, Steve? Well, that's a good point as well. We're not going to think about it anymore. 2 from Shadow. He takes up for her, not standing up for her. Yeah, exactly.
Because that empty spot that you're going to see in your bed, that spot is where I should be. But instead of me being there, you're going to be alone.
5 from Duty. Money so you can enroll in Derek Zoolander Center for kids who can't read good and who want to learn to do other stuff good too. Yes, I'll learn how to read one day.
And that's what's sad. That's what's truly sad.
Yeah, he was all night long.
You talk about wanting me there beside you, but yet that bedside is gonna be empty. And the only person to blame will be you. Because you walked away from me. I didn't walk away from you.
Remember, she walked away from him because he cheated on her. It's 100% his fault, but he wants to just go, well, you ended the relationship. I wanted to stay with you despite the horrible things he had done. But it's her fault now because he can never take responsibility for anything in his entire life.
And I'm telling you right now, Cassandra, you have no idea how bad I wish I could just hold you in my arms.
He never met her in real life to begin with. He's never held her in his arms. Now he's just fantasizing about a girl. Again, he had never met. He had never met her in real life. He had only talked to her over the internet. And now he's sitting here crying, I wish I could hold you in my arms, babe. Ridiculous, overgrown child.
Tell you how much I love you. Show you the truth. But I can't.
Now I'm picturing Cyraxx like hugging his Chromebook while standing in his little room, swaying back and forth like he's slow dancing with Cassandra. Just the most pathetic thing you could imagine.
Yeah. That's up for you to find the truth, Cassandra. And I'm telling you right now, what these people are telling you, it's not the truth. It's a facade. It's a lie. I just hope and pray, Cassandra, that you come to your senses and you see the truth. Please, Cassandra. Stop being blinded by what they're doing. See them for what they are. Evil. Sadistic. Vile. I just hope that you realize it sooner than later that these trolls are lying to you. I really do.
Now look at him, he's trying to pretend to be like all sad boy, but then he woke up this morning and started raging out, showing that he doesn't actually have any sadness in him, and all he does is have hate and rage, and this is just an act. This is all just an act to try to manipulate her into feeling bad for him and taking him back and giving him everything that he ever wanted.
So please, Cassandra, come home. Come home to me, to your friends.
Come home. She's never even met him in real life. What a ridiculous boy. He just heard this in a TV show at some point about relationship troubles. I think if he says the same words, they mean anything.
Mom, to Ed, to those of us that care about you and love you, come home to us. Let us help you. Let me help you.
Alright. Well, that was Cyraxx reacting to his breakup with Cassandra. He was very, very sad last night, and apparently he came back this morning all full of pith and vinegar and all angry at John and telling people to leave him alone and all that fun stuff that he always says. So we got more content for later to watch and him raging out. We'll be back for that later this afternoon. But, until then, thank you all so much for coming by. I appreciate it as always. I will catch you guys at the next one. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Ah, shit, y'all guys are storming out. Gotta go.
Just shat myself. Meeting's over.
Disgusting.